How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Oh, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Let us stand together. Oh,
at the cross, where
I first saw the light,
and the burdens
of my heart
rolled away. It was there by faith.
Hey, this your boy Veli. Welcome back to the channel. And for those who didn't tune in yesterday during Biden's big boy press conference or whatever it was, to hand billions more of our dollars away to Zelensky, man, vegetable brain boy Biden is doing bad. I don't think he can recover from this type of shit, guys. Let's get into it so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about for those who missed it. Oh yeah, and make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, man, if you like the content. I'm trying to build back up my momentum since YouTube killed it, man, for putting out those COVID videos with truth in it. You know, and it's crazy because I got strikes for those videos, but then a few months later in the congressional hearings, all the stuff that I talked about came out to be true. I feel like YouTube should, you know, do something for my channel for them doing that ignorant shit, but that's another story, guys. But let's get into the boy, dementia brain boy Biden.
I get up in the morning and look at Jill and say, where the hell are we?
Well, President Biden faces another major test today as he continues to try to quiet doubts about his fitness for re-election. The president will take questions from reporters in a very rare solo news conference this afternoon, marking the last day of the NATO summit happening in Washington. And a strong performance could convince the growing chorus of doubters that he can serve a second term. But any stumble risks bringing more calls for him to step aside. This is a big deal for President Biden because he actually doesn't do this very often.
Hold on to your butts.
Our partnerships matter. This moment matters. We must rise to meet it. With that, I'll take your questions. I've been given a list of people to call on here.
What a shocker.
But I'm good. I'm tested every single day about my neurological capacity to do decisions I make every day. You talk to my staff, all of you talk to my staff. Sometimes my staff talks a lot. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think you have them telling you that all the major ideas we've undertaken haven't been in part.
You know what's the biggest crime here, though? Is that Democrats and these corrupt bastards that stole the election actually put a dude that's in cognitive decline in our fucking White House. Can you believe that somebody with a brain like this has the button for the nukes? Like, are you serious? America has a commander-in-chief that doesn't know where the fuck he is half the time. Yo, this has got to be one of the biggest crimes in American history, man. Like, not even joking.
Initiated by me. I remember when the staff and I said, I'm going to go to South Korea. We're going to get the chip. What are you doing? I'm going to get Japan and Korea.
What the fuck is he talking about? Look at his eyes. How many shots of that shit they been putting in him did they give him before he came out here? That shit is crazy, man.
Korea.
Elderly abuse.
I'm going to go to South Korea. We're going to get the chip. What are you doing? I'm going to get Japan and Korea.
You answered on whether you would be ready to go deal with Putin and Xi 2 or 3 years from now.
I'm ready to deal with them now and 3 years from now. Look, like I said,
we're riding with Biden. You're riding with Biden.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I wanted to ask
A
you
disgrace.
about your, you mixed up Presidents Zelensky and Putin earlier today.
Russia will not prevail in this war. Ukraine will prevail in this war. And we'll stand with them every single step of the way.
You know how delusional you have to be to think that Ukraine is going to beat Russia in anything? That corrupt fucking shithole. Wow.
That's what the compact says, loudly and clearly. And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. You can beat President Putin. President Zelensky. I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it. Anyway.
He is the sharpest.
Hey, look, focus on your warm blanket and tapioca pudding. That's what the fuck you focus on.
As ever.
I love my staff, but they add things. They add things all the time. At the very end. I'm catching hell from my wife for that. Anyway.
He catching hell from his wife. That's because she's the president. I don't even know how somebody's wife could be trusted with the type of like secrecy and shit that comes with the president of the United States. And they just got this fake doctor just around, just fucking with everything. Still trying to push her husband to be president. These people are so fucking evil and disgusting.
I'm sorry. The question is, what's the best use of the weaponry he has and the weaponry we're getting to him? I've gotten a more long-range capacity as well as defensive capacity. And so our
humans have to wake up to this type of shit one day. Like, he's sitting here saying on live TV the weapons and all the stuff that he's sending to Ukraine. Like Russia isn't watching this shit. Like, so people have to understand that this shit is all Hollywood, man. Smoke and mirrors. It's all for something. You know, they got bio labs in Ukraine. They launder a lot of money through Ukraine and all that other shit. So they like to play on people's intelligence. But, you know, for you to say I'm sending this and sending that to Ukraine for Russia and all that, bro, Russia's watching this too. I'm pretty sure all their government officials, Putin and all them watching this. So is he like, you telling what you're doing and that they could be ready for it, but not only that, like this shit is just all like fucking WrestleMania, man. It's all smoke and mirrors.
military is work. I'm following the advice of my commander-in-chief. I'm following the advice of my commander-in-chief.
I had a stand-in, a front man or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats, looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony. Wow. I'd be fine with that.
And he's been doing that. Everybody knows Obama been in his third term. If you don't believe that, you're an idiot. The only thing that I don't understand is with the immigration thing. Because Obama was known as deporter-in-chief. He didn't play that shit. He got illegal immigrants out of America, deported over 3 million. Mexico hate him. They call Mexico as the people who came up with the name deporter-in-chief. Let your ass not supposed to be here illegally, and Obama finds you. He putting that foot in your ass. So that's the only part of this presidency I don't understand. Why are they allowing up to 20 million illegals across the border? That's one thing I just don't get, man. It's got to be some World Economic Forum shit, because that just doesn't seem like an Obama thing to me.
What concerns do you have about Vice President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president.
Wow.
I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there.
This dude's brain is cooked.
Number one, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president. I think she was not qualified to be president.
Is everything okay? Kidding me?
Respectfully, earlier you misspoke in your opening answer. You referred to Vice President Harris as Vice President Trump. Right now, Donald Trump is using that to mock your age and your memory. How do you combat that criticism from tonight?
Listen to him.
This concludes tonight's press conference. Thank you, everybody.
Look, you know it, and I know it. Joe doesn't know he's alive. Some people ask whether you are fit for the job. And when you hear that, I wonder what you think.
Watch me.
Hey, that's some spooky shit, man. That's some spooky shit. But like I said, the bigger crime here is them even putting this dude in the position that he's in. They knew this shit before the election and all that. He's been in cognitive decline for years. And it's a true crime to what they doing, man. Like, they literally want a corpse running the United States of America. Shit is sad, man. Make sure to hit the like button, man. I really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you like my content. And gotta get ready to go to work, man. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Y'all seen it like I seen it. I'm out.